addictions, baby. I love this shit.
I'm what you call a lone wolf. I like to walk alone. I go hunt for the feeling. I thrive out on my own. Look in my eyes, look at the prize, look at the yeah, yeah. Heart in my chest, holding my breath. I'm addicted to the game. I am the one they run from. Dead I lie and wait. I do not tremble, do not shake. Ice cold blood in my veins, yeah. The lone wolf is my name.
Wow, what a cage.
Hi, my name's Heath Cisco and welcome to Whitetail Addictions. You know, with the 2022 season fast approaching, I had a buck show up that I had several trail cam pictures and videos from the past 2 years. This year, he threw on some junk out of the drop tine, and I thought he was really unique, and with the history of him, I decided to make him my 2022 target buck. This farm doesn't have great access, so I waited for the perfect conditions to plan a hunt, and I wanted to make a one-time strike. Go in and make sure everything was aligned to where I could make it happen. Okay, it's about the second week of October, and I finally got the south wind that I needed. I've been getting pictures of this buck in here coming into a clover field, feeding on out into a winter wheat and brassica field. And we have had great temperatures for deer movement, and the deer have been moving really well, but we've had a lot of north winds with that, so I was needing this south wind. I finally have it this evening. I'm gonna get on my bike, get up there on the hill. I've already have a stand pre-hung that I hung the other day, a 0.5. So, I mean, it should be a great setup this evening. It's early. I'm getting in there a little early. The wind's picking up, and it's supposed to actually stay a little stiff about 20 minutes to an hour after dark. So, the thermal still should play in my way as well. So, we'll see what happens.
Don't even leave a footprint. No one knows where I've been. Some might not understand it.
This next hunt took place several years ago, and it's a buck that I had several years of trail cam video and pictures of as well, and just a great deer. And in January, I decided to make him my target, as another buck that I was hunting was killed by another hunter. And this hunt, you know, everything lined up just perfect. The weather was right, the moon phase was right, and it just had every deer on the farm moving that evening. Well, it's January the 11th, and we're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow. It's a high pressure day today, and it's probably about 30, 31, 32 degrees, and just got settled in. Set up over a transition area from a really thick bedding area to a food plot, so it should be really good action. We'll see what happens. So it's getting late in the game. I've got a couple, I've got one buck in particular I'd like to take out of here, and another one that I want to get a better look at, but the one I'm after has a 6-point side, and the other side's got like a 4-point side with a fork brow or something. Really nice buck. Got pictures of him in here about 3 to 4 years. He's just an old buck I'd like to get out of here. Season's winding down, so don't have anything really big to go after. So this is a nice buck, so we'll see what happens. Well, that's a buck I come in here after. It's about 5 o'clock. They're headed out to this winter wheat field. He was back here about 50 yards from me and just stood there for who knows how long. And I had to come through a fence, slipped up through there. And I think I made a really good shot. Really nice buck. He's been on this farm for a few years, and I'm just happy to be able to come in here and take him. So we'll give him some time, because I'll review the shot. I don't know exactly where I hit him at, but I think quartering away it should be great. So tickled to death.
I'm addicted to
Great hunt.
the game. I am the one they
And right here's the impact. You see the first blood. Here's my arrow, man. It looks good. That's the way you like to see him. Look at that. Man, that's good. Let's see what we can find. Well, here he is. He's a really nice buck, especially for January, but he's a good buck anytime. I knew they'd be moving tonight, especially him. You know, it was 60 degrees earlier this week, and they're expecting snow tomorrow. Let's see, 1 to 4 inches, and temperatures dropped off last night. It's about 30 degrees right now, and I knew I'd have these deer up and moving.
I'm addicted to the game. I am the one they run from.
Look like a hitting back, just a hair. All right, well, I shot that buck Friday evening. It was about, I don't know, maybe 640. And I mean, I thought it was a good hit. Got down, found my arrow. It was covered in a gut. So gave him all night. Didn't get on him until 11:40, probably the next day. And found 3 beds right off the bat. Then slowly eased up around, found another bed. Went about 40 more yards, found another bed. It looked like he done some circling in there and kind of lost track of him and lost track of the blood. He's not bleeding much. I'm probably bleeding as much as he was. There was some decent blood, but you could see when he bedded down that there was blood coming out both sides of him. Got a pass through. I thought it was a decent shot. I mean, it was definitely back a little bit and maybe just a hair low, but shooting a rage, it put a heck of a hole in him, but I don't know. I've walked probably, I don't know, 10 miles or so. Walked all afternoon Saturday, and today's Sunday, and I've walked all day Sunday, so I'm just zigzagging, gridding. Probably screwed up. I should have got a dog right off the bat. But I really didn't think he would go to. I figured if I could find 2 or 3 beds, he would be in one of them, but that wasn't the case. So we'll keep looking. The rest of the day, it's about 3 something today, so got a few more hours. And then after that, I did see some buzzards flying around earlier, but I don't know what happened to them. I was hoping that maybe they would pick him up. So keep looking. Like I said, I probably screwed up. I should have got a dog. But now I've trumped it so much, it's been so much time, so we'll see. Well, this was my #1 target buck in Ohio this year. I've known this buck for about 3 years. Got 3 years worth of pictures of him. And this year he showed up and threw some junk on, added some stickers on the base, and I decided I would target him. He was coming into a clover food plot, and I was just waiting on the right wind. Finally got the right wind, went in, and the first evening had him come through. The shot was 23 yards. Hindsight, he was 1/4 just a hair, and had that front leg back, and my shot looked good, but it actually went through the stomach. And a couple of my friends helped me track him, and I wasn't able to recover him that evening, or that next day, and then covered a bunch of ground. I finally found him a week later. So great deer, tickled to death with him. I just wish that I could have found him the next day, but that's bow hunting. Do the best you can. It's a great hunt. I'm tickled to death to find him.
The lone wolf is my name.
This is Andre Cisco from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I wanted to thank you for watching Whitetail Addictions and ask that you become one of our silent partners by hitting the YouTube subscribe button and following us on Facebook and Instagram.